Welcome back to the channel and round 6 of Star Trek Frontiers. First of all, I'm going to start with the tactics cards, which I always forget about. So last time we had planning and ambition, I think. So we keep those to one side. And as usual, I'm going to choose fortune as my start. And we'll just shuffle those. And the bot's going to have timing. They're going to go second. Now I've got to remember to take this tactic now for the first time in this playthrough. Immediately draw 2 cards. Well, first of all, I'm going to draw up to my hand limit of 7. So I've got a few cards really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2 for tactics. So let's have a look at what we've got. We've got improvise, explore, open hailing frequencies, damage, cloaking device, honor, research, battle stations. So this is damage ruining my day, clogging up my hand. So they've actually either nullified the tactics I took, or maybe the tactics I took helped get over these 2 dead cards. Either way, I do not have any repair in my hand, so I can't get rid of that damage yet. So it's just going to stay there, but that's fine. So last round we were looking at defeating the red ball cube here, and I made some progress towards that, and I destroyed 2 of the 3 tokens. And I also took out the Borg sphere. So this round I'm looking at defeating this final token, defeating this Borg sphere, and seeing whether I can make it back across the galaxy to defeat the blue Borg cube. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch goal, and I don't think I'm going to do it, but we'll see, won't we? So let's have a refresh in our minds of what this token is. So this is a 5 photon pulse attacking, 6 photon resistant defense Dominion starbase. So, or we could go for the Dissipator's 6 photon pulse attacking Borg sphere, but only 7 defense, and it's not resistant against photon torpedoes or photon pulse attacks. So I could have a look to see whether I've got anything useful for that. What did I have in my hand? Useless. Improvise, that's always good. And if you remember rightly, I did roll a purple data die, so that might be worth doing. Get a +5 to something. So here we've got honor. This is when I can take a damage and go up to attack 9. Yeah, that might be worth doing. We could just immediately destroy this Borg sphere. I could use the attack pattern Omega for photon pulse shields of 2. That would bring their attack down to 4. Then I could use improvise, and I could power up with a purple data die, and I could discard something that I don't really need, like diplomacy probably, because I don't have any diplomacy right now. So that could be shields 5. Then maybe I could play cloaking device on its side, shield 6, which would be shields 3. Could play battle stations for another shields 2. So what have we got here? Let's just make sure I'm doing this correctly again. Right, so shields 6, shields 8. I think that'd be fine. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to flip over attack pattern Omega, and I'm going to take the +2 pulse shields. So that means that this is only really 4 photon pulse attack. So I'm attacking the Borg sphere, and I'm going to play attack pattern Omega or Delta, whichever one it was, to take this 6 down to 4, because I'm shielding for 4 photon pulse. And then I'm going to play improvise, and I'm going to power that up with the purple data die, and I'm going to discard open hailing frequencies with that. So that's going to be shields 5. So I need to do shields 8. So I'll also play battle stations for shields 2. That's shield 7. And I'll play cloaking device on its side for shields 1. So altogether that is shields 8, which means that photon pulse attack of 4. I'm using inefficient shields, so shields 8 will sort that out. I take no damage from that. And now it's my turn to attack. I'm going to play Ducat for photon torpedo attack 4, which brings this down. That'll go straight through these shields. So that's 3 more damage I need to be able to do to that. So I really need to do 6 more damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Honor, and I'm going to do just the top card, just the top section, attack for 2, or take a damage to increase this to attack 5. So I will take a damage to increase that to attack 5, and then I'm going to play Explore on its side for 1 more attack. So that's 6 attack. So that's 6 regular phaser attack and 4 photon torpedo attack. So that will destroy this Borg sphere. I didn't take any damage, so the dissipators had no effect. So that goes in the graveyard. I gain 8 experience for that. So it takes me to 92. And I gain some more experience. Reputation, not experience. Downside is I now have 3 damage in my hand. So these will get discarded. Die gets re-rolled. No, I'm not sure I rolled that properly. Let's try again. Whites, okay. And then we'll do the dummies deck. Oh, I didn't shuffle this last time. All right, well, I'm going to shuffle this quickly now. All right, let's turn over the top 3 cards of the dummies deck. We have a red, a yellow, and a blue. So turn over 2 more cards. Okay, so this flips over. Get that again. And I'm going to draw up to my hand size of 7, and I already have 4 cards in my hand, 3 of which are damage. So 5 synthesize data, 6 swift action, and 7 advanced engineering. Ah, some repair, finally. If only I had some black data. Right, well, let's have another look at this red Borg cube token. So they have antimatter as well. So I need to shield for 5 photon pulse attack and then just attack them. So I mean, this will be hopefully fairly straightforward this time. I could just do long range attack, really, if I've got enough long range attack. I've got swift actions, long range attack, 4. Don't have. I could use the long range attack 3. That would be enough. Yeah, it's going to do that, I think. I could take my chances and see if I pick up some long range attack. I'll do that. What have I got to lose? So I'm going to play advanced engineering with the yellow data. Actually, I'm going to play synthesized data, and I'm going to take the white data die, make it blue. I'm going to gain a red, blue, or gold data crystal. So I'm going to gain a red data crystal. Then I'm going to play advanced engineering. I'm going to use one of my gold tokens for that. Repair 1 and draw 2 cards. So get rid of one of my damage cards. This goes back on the top of the damage deck. And I get to draw 2 cards. So I draw Cisco, finally. I haven't had him in my hand for, well, all of last round. Battle stations. Okay, so Cisco's quite useful because of his photon pulse shields. In fact, I could probably just use him right now to shield everything against this token, and I could just try and attack it for 6 regular phasers. I don't have 6 regular attack right now. I've got battle stations, which gives me 4, and Cisco could give me 2 pulse attack, but the token's resistant to it, so it's just 1. That's not really useful, is it? Maybe I won't use Cisco. Maybe I will, in fact, play Research to gain a red data token. And I can play Swift Action, and I'll use that for long range attack 4. And I'll use this guy who I can't pick up or pronounce. I'll do long range attack 3, again -1 reputation, so I will do that. 3 and 4 is 7. 7 is more than 6, so this guy's destroyed by a long range attack. So I gain 5 experience for that. It takes me up to 97, and that is my first Borg cube destroyed. So I move on to that. I get to do some stuff. I'm not sure what this diplomacy and the data tokens thing is, but I'll have a look. Must drop my reputation down by 1 for some reason, because I guess people in the galaxy frown upon me destroying the Borg cube. It's no pleasing some people. Right, that's the end of turn 2. So I've got Cisco left in my hand, battle stations, and 2 damage. Can't get rid of the damage at the moment. So let's do the dummy player. We've got red, gold, and gold. Okay, so just one more card to flip over, which is another red. Maybe we can stretch out this final round a little bit. Right, well, time to draw up to my hand limit of 7. So I've got 4. 5 being Isolytic Burst, 6 being Tactics, and 7 being, oh no, another damage. I have a lot of damage in my hand. Maybe it wasn't wise to picked up quite so much. Well, I do have data I could use to repair 2, and I'm sure I have some cards in here somewhere that allow me to get rid of damage. Also, I didn't actually tidy up my last. So blue data, re-roll that. Purple, and I should have discarded these like that. Not much for me to do around here anymore. I haven't got any crew that I need to be at a Borg cube to be able to recruit, unlike the last round where there were 2. Also, I think I've discarded my I discarded diplomacy, didn't I? Yeah, I discarded open hailing frequencies. So maybe that was a bit of a mistake, because I could have done with diplomacy to recruit some of these. Well, let's see if we can get Mirok. Anyway, we're going to have to move regardless, so I can't use damage to move, so they're dead cards. Put those there. And I don't really have much I can do in the way of movement here either. Well, first of all, I will flip over my move, because I mean that's just an easy thing to do. So let's move 2, and I want to get close to this planet here, so I can move. What if I was to move there? I played maybe battle stations on the side for 1. So that's the 3 I needed to get into that nebula. Then I could spend another 2 to get to this research station and gain that gold crystal. Well, yeah, okay. I think what I'll do is, I really need these cards. Well, I really wish I didn't draw my 3 best cards in this turn when I need to use them for movement. So that's not helpful. I will use this one, Determination, flip that over, and I could play Isolytic Burst for another 3 movement, or I could play Cisco for 2. Maybe I'll just play Cisco for 2. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to have to. I'm not sure now. I'll just use. I'll take Isolytic Burst back actually. I'll play. I'm not sure whether I can use undiscovered cards. I don't think I can. So I'm going to play. I'm going to play Cisco. Right side for 2 movement. That'll get me onto the gold. Dummy's turn. 1, 2, 3. Gold again. Just the 1. Now my turn. These come back, don't they? Flip those over. I'm being crippled by these repair cards, so I'm actually going to use data to repair 2. Should probably have done that last time, really. So I can draw up to 7. So we've got 3 already. 4 is change of strategy. Ugh. 5 is repair hull, as usual. 6 full speed ahead, and 7 is engage. I'm going to play repair hull now to get rid of this 1 damage. Put that back in the damage deck, which leaves me with these 5 cards. So again, I'm going to use my movement for 2, and I'm going to use, I need 3 and 2, so I need 5 to get through here. So I've done 2, and I will use, I'm going to, I don't know, let's use, oh, I should have gained a gold data crystal, yeah, or token crystal. It doesn't matter, I'm going to use it anyway for being on this research station. So I would have had that. I'm now going to spend it to do move 4. So that will get me to here. Now I'm next to the Class M planet, which is fine, but I need to find 5 diplomacy because I already get 2 and he's 7. I'm going to flip my whatever this token was called to get a red crystal and a blue token, and with that I'm going to play change of strategy, draw 3 cards and then shuffle any 1 card in your hand back into your ship deck. So draw 3 cards, 1, 2, 3. Which 3 cards did we get? We got engage, insight, and quantum torpedoes. Shuffle any 1 card back into my deck. Well, probably going to shuffle tactics back into my deck. I'm going to draw it next time anyway, so it doesn't make much difference. Yeah, I was hoping for a bit of diplomacy. Never mind. Maybe I'll draw it my next turn. So we're kind of racing through. So these are spent. These are spent. I do the dummy player. 1, 2, 3, purple, and then this becomes available again for movement. I have got Riker for diplomacy 4, so I could pick up. You know, I could gain Mirok, couldn't I? I mean, does it make much difference now? I'm so late in the game. I could have. I should have done that. Should have done that. It would have helped with the photon pulse stuff. Oh, I'll just do it. I'm going to use the Riker for diplomacy 4. I get +2 from that, so 4, 5, 6. Then I just need to. I'm going to use insight on its side for diplomacy 1. So I'm going to gain Mirok. He's going to join the crew. Again, 1, 2, 3, it's gold. Whoops, knocked all the crystals off. So it looks like we're going to have maybe 2 more turns. So I will draw up to 7. This is my hand at the moment. Draw up to 7. 5 tactics. 6 restoration and rebirth, and 7 flexibility. So let's spend the movement. I'm probably going to use restoration on its side because I don't have any blue data or black data right now. So that's on its side for the 1 movement. So that gets me adjacent to the Borg cube. Maybe it made more sense to have picked up Mirok from this planet. Oh, who knows? It's not going particularly well. And this is going to be like the final valiant attempt to destroy this cube. So let's see what we're up against. We've got to do an awful lot of shielding and defense here. So if I played tactics, then everyone's going to have regular phases. So that'd be 6, 9, 14, 17. Well, I can do long range attacks, can't I? That's worth doing. Yeah, so I could do a long range attack of 6, which would destroy one of them at least. So I will do that. So I'm going to play. Well, hang on, let's just work this out. Yeah, okay, I'm going to play. Yeah, I will. I'm going to play tactics. And I'm going to use the red data for that. So they're all firing normal phases. And I'm also going to play my 2 engage cards. Long range attacks 3, so I'm going to use my final 2 reds for that. So long range attack, that's 6. Long range attack of 6 will be enough to destroy this token. So he's gone. That gets me 4 experience, 97, 101. So I do level up, not that I am going to be able to make any use of it. So now I need to defend against 12, which is going to be very difficult, but I'm going to use this for 3. So I just have to defend against 9. I'm going to use Mirok, shields 3, so I have to defend against 6, and I'm going to use flexibility. Can't power that up with anything, but I will, no I won't, I will use flexibility, but I will use it with determination. So that gives me 3 shields. So I've played that with determination sideways, make that more obvious. It's gone sideways, so that is shields 3. So that means I just take 3 damage, which is okay. So I take 3 damage coming in, so I just take a damage card. Welcome back. And I reduce the 3 by my defense of 4, so just a single damage. I think that worked out quite well actually. Let's get rid of these, re-roll this, blue. Discard these. And what am I doing? I'm 5 back here. Stupid. And now I'm going to attack back. So I'm going to use Isolytic Burst, and I'm going to power that up with the gold token I've got, gold data crystal. So destroy a target enemy. Well, who's it going to be? Well, it's going to be either this one or this one, I guess. It's going to be this one. I'm going to destroy this one. So that gets me 7, 108. No, lose 2 reputation. I'm going to do that now because I'll forget otherwise. Oh wait, I forgot their special ability. So they got +2. Well, I guess I changed them all to regular phases, didn't I? So they didn't really have pulse attack and torpedo and photon torpedoes, did they? So that's how I'm interpreting that. They only get these buffs if they've got that type of damage. And I removed that type of damage so they didn't get those buffs. Who knows? Good luck finding that in the rules. And I was going to use quantum torpedoes to finish it off, but they have got resistance to that. And I don't really have enough cards to do. I need to do 8 damage. And I can only do 4, so I'm going to hold on to these 2 cards. So it's just get rid of that yellow one, get rid of these ones. These get discarded. These will get flipped back over. And we'll do the dummy player, just the final one. So the dummy player is going to call end of round next, but we are going to draw up to our hand limits, which is going to be the remaining 3 cards. So we've got Penetrate Shields, Intimidate, Full Speed Ahead, Quantum Torpedoes, and a damage card. Okay, well, what are we going to do? We're going to attack. I've used all of my crew, so they're done for. So I need to, can I do any long range attack? I cannot do any long range attack. That's a bit of a shame, but that's okay. So I'm just going to have to shield against 6 damage from this one. Can I do shielding? Yes, I can. So I could do, I'm just deciding whether I should do shield 6 against, what I'm trying to work out is, I do the photon torpedo shields, the bottom one, for 2. That means this is just going to be 1 damage coming in. If I do, that's 3 damage. Yeah, I think, okay, so yeah, I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to use the bottom skill. So that gives me 2 against that. So this is just 1 damage coming in from that. It will be 2 because it's, it'll be 3. It'll be 3 in fact because it's doubled, isn't it? Yeah, 3 damage. Am I not going to just take catastrophic damage from 6 as well? So maybe what I need to do is play this for +3, and I'll use 2 shields, which is 1 shield really. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my attack pattern delta skill and I'm going to use the 3 regular shields. I'm also going to use my other skill token here for the +2 to play a card sideways. So I'm going to play Intimidate sideways for 2 shield. That combined with attack pattern delta is 5 shield, and I'm going to play full speed ahead on its side for 1 shield. So altogether that's 6 shields. 6 shields is enough to deflect all of the damage by this board cube. However, that does mean I haven't shielded anything from this token. So I'm going to take 3 plus the 2 from the Borg cube's buff. So it's going to be 5 photon torpedo damage. And it's got antimatter, so it's going to sting. So I'll take 5 photon torpedo damage. So I'll take damage card into my hand. So that's 1 so far. And then I reduce the attack of 5 by my ship's defense of 4. So that is going to be 1 left over. But because it was antimatter at the start, I should have taken an extra damage. So I took 2 at the start. And now, because they've still got some attack coming in, I'm going to take another 2. That is 4 damage I've taken so far. And then reduce the 1 by the 4, 0, no more damage to be taken. Now it's my turn to attack. So I'm going to use Penetrate Shields. And I'm going to use the top bit. Target enemy gains defense -3. So I'm going to use the blue data die for that, and I'm going to reduce this one from 4 down to 1. So it's got 1 defense, but it is resistant to regular phasers and photon torpedoes. But that's okay. I'm still going to use quantum torpedoes for 2. Don't need to power up. So that will do 2 damage to the single defense, which is resistant. So it's 2 attack against 2 defense. So this gets destroyed as well. And that is an extra 3 for me. So 1/1/1. And that's the end of that turn. All I've got damage cards left in my hand. I have no more cards in my deck. So I do believe that is the end of the game. I didn't manage to defeat the final board cube. I nearly did. There's 1 token left over, and I think if I made better use of my crew, maybe a couple of better decisions in the early stages, I would probably have won that. But I didn't, and therefore I didn't. I'm going to calculate the number of points I acquired in that game. Okay, so I think I only really got about 15 extra points for that game. I got +10 points for destroying one of the board cubes, and I may have got an extra +5 for end of round not having been called. I also got 111 experience points, so that might be added to it. So I could have got 121 maybe 126. I don't think it means anything, but there you go. And on reflection, I should probably have assaulted the blue board cube when I first revealed it. I think what I did wrong was when I was looking at the number of tokens that I had to fight against, and I was looking at the sheer amount of damage that my ship was going to take. I think I forgot to factor in that the ship's defense is reducing that damage each time. So I was looking at things like, 20 damage coming in, like, how are you ever supposed to defeat that board cube? You must have to tailor your deck very specifically, but of course you don't. You reduce it by this number each time. So I think it would have been a challenge still. I think I would have taken a lot of damage, and maybe catastrophic damage, might have limped back over here, maybe to the dry dock, but I could probably have managed it. I had a couple of repairs that I could have done, and then the red board cube would have actually been easier, but I can't remember exactly when I picked up all of these advanced action cards, so they might not have been available to me. But yeah, all in all, I thought that was quite a fun game. There was a lot of thinking involved. I didn't even win, so maybe I should have thought a little bit harder. I certainly wouldn't play this multiplayer. For me, this is a solo game only. But yeah, thanks for watching to the end, and stay tuned for more board game playthroughs.